I'm all yours, but I'm feeling my gut. It doesn't feel right, I see in your eyes. Tell me no lie, 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 lie. Tell me no lies, tell me no lie, 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 lie. Tell me no lies, tell me no lie, 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 lie. Tell me no lies, tell me no lie, 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 lie. Let's talk about your ex.
Josh, are you the busiest Evans then?
I'd say I am the busiest Evans, yeah.
You've been contracting now for how many years?
I think Dad started it in 25 years ago. And then I come home from college when I was 17, so 11 years ago, and yeah, pretty well started. When I was in mid-20s, Dad was having enough of the moither and the phone call, so I took it on. No, it works well. We got a good bunch of lads with us, and everyone takes their responsibilities well.
So what was the fleet like whenever you started then?
When I first came home, we were only running one forage harvester, a 7300 John Deere. We were running trail choppers then. We had the first forage harvester in 2003, self-propelled, and previous to that, they were running 5 trails. We were running 8 10-ton trailers, and just grown it from there, really. Then we bought our second forager in 2009, and went into 2 foragers then.
And now you're all the way up to 4.
Yeah, 4. 4 is more the weather, really, to be honest. We could probably manage with 3. The 4th there is a backup machine as well as going out and earning its keep. But we'd be lost without it as well.
How many acres are you doing roughly now?
Grass, probably 20,000, around the 20,000 mark. And then whole crop various on the season, anything from 200 acres to 800 acres.
And maize is a massive thing too.
Yeah, maize is a good chunk of the work now. We'd be chopping anything from 5,000 to 6,000 acres, all depending on the cropping. But yeah, maize is good work for us, to be honest, because everything quietens down then. Slurry slows down.
Yeah, and then a lot of the dairy farmers around here, they're kind of moving to a multi-cut system,
Yeah, multi-cut is a big thing around here as well. There'd be a good handful or more of our customers on multi-cut, and then the rest doing 3 to 4 cuts a year, but the rest would be pushing to do 5.
When does your grass season kick off normally?
We'll be starting always in April, anything from middle of April till the end of April if it's fast grasses after maize that they've planted. Yeah, and then we'll be stretching that till October. Yeah,
it's a long season.
Yeah, it is a long season, but we need it to be.
Tell me about what you're running then, forage harvester wise.
Well, we've always been John Deere till last year. We bought a first class machine. Reason being just because our dealer, they stopped selling John Deere.
What do you think of the class?
Yeah, fair machine. Yeah, I like it. I'm a John Deere man. Mm-hmm. Chopper driver. I don't think he'd drive a John Deere again. He is class. So. Right. Yeah, left us in a fair spot, that has.
Yeah, so there was a new dealer kind of started up there nearby.
Yeah, local dealer in Welshpool, only 8 mile away from us.
Yeah, so the change actually worked out.
Yeah, the changes worked out better. Yeah, we're on with a deal now with one of the other foragers, just trying to sort the finances out and see how they get on. The main chopper would be the 9.9, and the class, they're always out together. Yeah. Very rarely we're taking one chopper out. And then the 8.6s, yeah, they're great foragers, to be honest. Just we need the horsepower for the maize, purely maize, grass. Yeah. We're doing a lot of multi-cuts.
How many acres can you end up clearing in an hour if you're on a multi-cut system?
If it's good going and you're in a good block of ground, it'll depend on what farm you're at, but we'd like to be pushing 30 acres an hour with a rake and everything. Yeah, we have started to go back to a tipper, only to run just because the sheer cost of the pushers. So we're running them in, so we're running 3 or 4 trailers in a gang. That's 7 push trailers. So we're running, like, if it's a 3 or 4 gang job, the push trailers go with that chopper, and then we'll run the 3 20 tons with the other chopper, and then...
Basically, if it weren't for the cost price, you'd have...
Yeah, pushers. All pushers, yeah. Yeah, with dry matter forage stuff, you'll be getting 30% more easy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're pleased. We'd never go back, but it is just the cost. We'll carry on running them, but I can't see us running any more in the fleet.
A couple of triaxles now with the...
Yeah, we were struggling. We had the 20-ton last year, twin axle, and we've gone on to the triaxle now.
So you find that the triaxle is a lot steadier trailer?
Yeah, a lot steadier. Yeah, they're better on the banks. Do a lot of beef and sheep boys on steep banks and a couple of dairies.
Are you a Fendt or a John Deere man?
John Deere.
John Deere.
Yeah, John Deere. I've got a good relationship with our Fendt dealer and I like the Fendts, but I've always known John Deere, I've always drove John Deere's, so I do prefer the Deeres. Fendts are a great tractor. We get on very well with our local dealer. Well, it's just been taken over by Chandler's now. Was Ross Farm Machinery. Yeah, I'll carry on, keep running the two brands. Yeah, the smallest we're running is a 185, up to a 250, which works for us. We don't need anything bigger. Yeah, try and keep them well spec just to keep everyone happy and keep everyone working. And it also helps us as well on resale value, which it was only the last 5 years we've been running the spec of them. We'd be running them without suspension and low cost tractor, but then we weren't getting it back on the resale value. We don't have a policy on changing them if we see that they're fit to go. Yeah. And they're not going to cost us a lot to swap, we'll change them. The Fendts, we change them more often than the John Deeres because it seems to work.
Yeah, I was chatting to one of your boys and he says this tractor's 3 months old and there's about 1,100 hours on it.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to get the work out of them.
They don't seem to sit idle at all.
No, but we don't want them to. We're an agricultural business, but we do try and run it very commercial as well. We want it, everything's got to stack up, it's got to keep moving. The work's there to be had, so we keep doing it.
Between the likes of your own farm here.
That's it. There's always jobs on. There is, yeah.
You've some slurry to shift, I'd say.
Yeah, slurry's a big part of our business. We work for a lot of big herds. So between everything and getting the silage out, they want the slurry out. It's a big vicious circle. We don't actually stick to a brand on the slurry. We wear Joskin tankers, but the price of them for what we're getting out of them, we've gone to. Just ordered a Heron now and an NC tanker, and we've got a Grass Tech in the fleet which is going. That was just only because the local dealer, to be honest.
You like to stick by your local dealers then?
Try to stick local, yeah. Work with people who work with us is what we like to do.
Yeah. Other jobs that you take on then, there's quite a bit going on.
Yeah, we do anything under the agricultural side of things for farmers, from running a few diggers and machines like that, onto carting muck, umbilical, drilling, a lot of cultivation for grassland work, reseeding. We do combination drilling, don't do a huge amount of that, just for ourselves and a few others, but yeah.
Your rake, it's some size of a thing.
Best thing we bought. It's been a game changer, to be fair. Yeah. Well, I went to see it in Carmarthen, see the rake, and we put the order in. And Dad actually hadn't seen it and just seen the price tag and thought what we ordered. And then it turned up and he wasn't best pleased because it was 45 foot and couldn't fit in the shed. But no, I've never looked back. It's been a great thing. And you wouldn't believe how you can get it into the gateways just similar to a 4-rotor.
Because it manual steers, isn't it?
Yeah, manual steer, yeah. So you can drop the front down, hike the back up and fly it over the edge and steer her in, yeah.
So is that bringing a 60 foot sward?
Yeah, 60 foot.
Mental. So
yeah, it's good. It's been a good thing for us. Diesel's been a massive saving on it.
Yeah.
Really, if you worked out the price of the rake, probably it wouldn't be a saving on our side, to be honest. But
speeds the whole thing up too, like.
Yeah, it's getting, and I'm not trying to get it into the pit as quick as we can, but we're picking up 3 ton to the acre crops.
You'd be some time filling the trailer.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you're clearing the ground.
You're on 4 rotors as well.
Yeah,
just
class and a chrome 4-rotor. Yeah. It doesn't get everywhere, don't get me wrong, but we've got the other rakes to do the job.
You're well equipped for anything, really.
Yeah, I try to be. If someone rang me that afternoon that they want to start, I can get there. That's where we base our business on, really.
Yeah.
I'll go to the speed the farmer wants to go, to be honest. If it's a case of we've got 700 acres on the floor and he wants it in by that night, well, I've got to chuck 2 choppers in there and we get the job done.
So you can keep a lot of people happy at once with the 4 choppers.
Yeah, that's the key to it, to be honest. But if you do the job right, you're keeping everyone happy. But if you do it wrong, then there's no loyalty, which is fair enough, isn't it?
Yeah.
That'd be understandable on our side.
Your mowing outfit and you...
Yeah, running 5 triple mowers. Mm-hmm. We were always John Deere. And then we were struggling with the weight of the actual mowers, and we'd never really tried. We've always been Coombe John Deere all the way through till 3 years ago. We bought a Crone set, like the Crone, and then when we bought the Class Chopper, they're trying to push the classes, so we had 2 Class Triples last year. If you asked me if what mower I'd stay now, I wouldn't know, to be honest. It'd be given by price by the 3 of them, because they're all the same. The lads, they're all the same to use, because I want a brand as such to keep everything all matching, but
Yeah.
I will get to that stage. It's the same with the choppers. I'm not going to stay Class or John Deere. It'll be either Class or John Deere.
Right, you think the Class will disappear maybe shortly?
Yeah, or the John Deere as well, I'm not sure.
Yeah. You have a heavy crop today.
Yeah, there is, to be fair. Second cut, drier than expected.
Wet year of 24.
Very, yeah, hasn't been very good. Everything will come at once, and then you'll have a mad 3 days, and then you'll be packed up again with forages, and you'll be doing other stuff, but yeah, it's not been very good. It's all or nothing. It's, yeah, you're flat out, and then you're not.
Like, what do you do in the days that's absolutely pushing it down?
Plenty of our own stuff to do, really. There's always slurry to be at, workshop maintenance. If you're quiet on the tractors, you'll go and jump on the building, but it doesn't really happen very often now. Not as much as it used to, being busier on the tractors.
Would you have done much building then?
No. Do I look like Bob the Builder?
A wee bit, you know. There's a wee bit of Bob the Builder in you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No. Put a few cubicles in my time.
Right.
That's about it, really.
So you've served your time as a builder then?
No, I wouldn't go that far.
So long you've been working for Martin Evans then?
This is the 4th season. Yeah.
Are you local then?
No, not really. About 50 minutes away, but I moved down here to live.
Right.
So yeah, that home would be 50 minutes away.
Oh, so you liked it that much? So
Yeah.
You had to get moving down here?
Yes, couldn't move. Jobs anyway, so it's quite quiet around home for contracting really, where I live. And a lot more goes on down here.
So are you farming at home then?
Yeah, only sheep. That's about it. Yeah.
So you had to get away from it then?
Yes. couldn't stay at home for long. Not really. Never really do much at home to be fair, but yeah, try and keep that at a minimum.
So you're more a machinery man then?
Laziness.
Laziness?
Yeah, definitely. I'll still go home one day, but
Once you're fed up playing with the toys? Yeah. Checking that day will come though.
I always said when I hit 30 it'll probably come, but getting closer to it and yeah, not quite yet. No, I still got a few more years in.
A few more years in.
Yeah. Might go back out to Australia yet. And
did you do a season out there then?
yeah, last year went to Sam Monk.
Oh, alright. Yeah.
So did a few months for him. Yeah. Came back end of February. Yeah.
Good experience.
Yeah. A lot warmer than here anyway.
I'd say so. I mean, you know, today you were dressed up earlier in your quarter zip and your jeans. And
Yes.
I was roasted in my
Yeah.
shorts and t-shirt, and you said it wasn't that warm.
Yeah. It soon changed actually. It's quite warm now.
Oh, you fairly need the aircon now, like.
Yeah, 22 degrees.
Yeah. I think that's the warmest I've seen it this summer.
Yeah, definitely. And it's meant to get warmer as the week goes on, so yeah.
You maybe have the shorts out there?
Yes, definitely. These are coming off tomorrow. I just thought I'd do an extra day and just make sure. You don't want to go back.
Before you put them in the wash, like.
Yes.
So what's your main jobs with Martin Evans then?
Fair variety, as in usually go on a maize drill.
Right.
April, May, depends when we start putting maize in, and then anything from mowing to foraging to ploughing to there's not much kind of don't do.
Had you much experience before you came here, or?
Yeah, did a lot on the pit years ago. When I first came here, I ended up on the shovel. Quickly got bored of that.
Right.
Which it was a lot of work, and I quite like variety.
Yeah.
Which I think everyone here knows. And took to everything else and carried it on going. Worked for contractors since I was old enough. Everything gets bigger, doesn't it? And
Here you just tend to stick to your own tractors, don't you?
yes, yeah, very much so.
But this isn't your one.
No, it's not. It's,
Where's your one at?
It's kind of broken down.
Ah,
Yeah, on the worst day of the year.
I know.
Wasn't very happy this morning, I'll be honest with you.
You're quite sad about it.
Yeah, I was.
So what is your usual tractor then?
215, same as this.
Okay.
Really. Slightly newer inside. They're all they're all very well spec'd here. He doesn't hold back on anything.
No.
Every tractor's identical, really.
Aye, so no one's rocking up to the yard and
No.
having to take a worse tractor than someone else?
No. There is one there.
There's one.
Yeah, there's one.
What one's she?
Dog Box 195. Doesn't do an awful lot anymore.
Is that because everyone just likes their comfort?
Yes, and it's probably the last one to leave the yard, but it still plays a big part in things, really. They all do plenty of hours. This was new in April, touching 1,000 hours already.
Yeah.
Kind of in between jobs at the moment with straw starting, and grass has been held back for the past few weeks, so it'll be all go again now.
There's a lot of multi-cuts about here. Like, how's that going for them boys this year? Is it working?
Yeah, it has kept growing. Some first cuts were poor. Some people didn't get fertiliser on, and they just took it and started again. And it has kept growing, really. It hasn't done too bad at all. This is a sacking cut, and it's very heavy for us, anyway.
It is. Like, how many cuts do them boys get out of it?
Depending on the year, really, but 5. Martin would do 5, and there'd be a few other customers that would do 5. Just depends on the year, really.
Quality over quantity?
Yes. Yeah.
Aye, so like this time of year is quite busy as well with the straw kicking off.
Yes.
And we've seen plenty of whole crop this morning.
Yes. Whole crop's been kind of late this year, really, than normal. Usually we'd be into it a bit sooner.
Yeah.
But it has. The past 3 weeks of weather has been very poor, and it's kind of set us back a little bit, but we should be full steam.
And I think for once the whole of the UK is like on the same boat.
Yes.
Like, it's not just us.
No.
Like, we're getting a lot of rain, but it's also happening here as well.
Yes.
Whereas, like, normally you would be through it all by now, the whole crop widgets, or you'd be rightly through it anyway.
Definitely. And then getting into some straw by now as well, but that's not happening. Well, it should be happening tomorrow, but see what happens.
So, are you a John Deere man then?
Definitely. Kind of used to be a Fendt man, but John Deere's hard to beat for the Green Star when it's
not.
Yeah, when it's not doing that.
Yeah.
The Fendt's good. You can't really knock it.
Them 728 seem to be the job, like.
Yeah. Got there's 2 of them here, and they've been good so far. Haven't really had much go wrong with them. Plenty of horsepower, and the weight, the extra weight definitely makes a difference. The 724s were good, but they were kind of light for some jobs. Depends what you were doing. It's just a 724 on steroids, really, and it replaced the troublesome 828.
Not talk with them.
No. Did have one here, but it was actually okay. It never really gave much bother.
Would George never not think of a big M or something?
We had one on demo 2 years ago, not for where we're doing, because we're travelling a fair radius and I'm being 40k. Yeah. I can drop 3 triples in at one place, pull one out, drop another, just works like that, really. Yeah. I can be cutting 3 places at the same day rather than stuck at one. Okay. Great machine, but...
And then on the pit, to keep up with this, all these choppers,
we're only actually running 2 loading shovels and the rest are on a tractor and buck rake. I don't know, we'd need to look again, a 3rd shovel. Because it's getting to the stage now, no one wants a tractor and buck rake. It's the sheer amount of grass you can push with the shovel and rolling time in between.
It's not just any 435 you have.
Yeah, we had a black one, yeah.
How did it come about?
Ray Valley had the 2000 machine off JCB and they had a choice of having it in black and we managed to get our hands on it.
So
it was good. It worked well.
Luck. Yeah. Would you go all black now, like if you were to order another one?
I probably would stay with the black, yeah.
I suppose it ties in with your trailers.
Ties in with it. I like to keep the trailers and shovels black and that's what it's like with the tankers. I want to keep them black. If I can keep the implements black, just knits in everything together.
It's very tied in for us. Do you keep a lot of them on full time then?
All on full time, yeah. I have some seasonal staff, farmers' sons that we do the foraging for. They'll come in and help on a busy time, but full time, try to.
Yeah, so you've enough work really to be keeping them on.
Yeah, there is, yeah.
And there's some variety of stuff, like even the past few days there, we've seen power harrowing, we've seen tanking, we've seen drilling.
Yeah.
So they're always busy then.
Yeah, there's always jobs to be done, and I need the manpower to do it to keep the work. So it works as it is. I would, I want to keep the lads on because they're a great bunch of lads, and I'd be lost without them.
Do they kind of stick to their own tractor, do they?
Yeah, everyone has their own tractor, yeah. Yeah, I'm not allowed in half of them.
You're trying.
Yeah.
So you end up in the worst tractor then?
Yeah, I just take whatever's there. I'm a floater, really. Just I'm the lad who, someone rings, I can go, sort of thing. And there's always something ringing, and there's always something happening. So, yeah, I'll take whatever, really.
Yeah. So are you doing much driving nowadays?
Not as much as I was. Christ, yeah, I remember falling out with Dad when I first started, when he wouldn't let me on the chopper. I was gutted. But now, don't want to go on. No, I've tried to drive as much as I can. Yeah, but I have to be a lot in the office and different bits and bobs and seeing this and seeing that. Yeah. In the winter, if it is quiet, some of the lads will go on the building side of things and help.
They're happy enough to do that.
They're happy, yeah. There'd be very rarely we have to do it, but if we had a big job and we had to get cubicles in for a set date, we'd all chuck in and help, like.
Yeah. So it really works well that way.
Yeah, it does. That's where we're quite lucky, really, because we got different avenues to chuck the lads on if we are struggling. Next 5 years, probably, I'd like to carry on as we are and keep the same lads we've got on. That'll be the best thing, really, because it's working at the minute. Growth, yeah, we're always interested in taking more work on. Yeah, we've got a great customer base around here, and everyone's grown with us as well. From people Dad was doing work with, to people I've met and now do their work. Everyone's grown as well, so let's give us the chance to grow.
How did they find the transition going from ringing your dad to ringing you?
I think at the start, great, because I thought it was marvellous. I was promising them the world.
Yeah.
But I certainly learned the hard way at that one. But no, we're very similar, to be honest. I think I've gone in his footsteps and followed it on, really.
Do you get many Irish boys coming over?
I've got a few now coming from Mays.
Right.
Hopefully, if that all works out.
That's it.
The only biggest problem I have, my main jobs are my local lads, where people who want to drive the foragers, the shovels, when they're already prioritised to the lads here.
Like, is that a real, like, working for a contractor, is that like a real deciding factor, the fact that you nearly have your own tractor? Like, is that...
Yeah, I couldn't work on a dairy farm and be on a different tractor every day. It's going to drive me insane, because you go and chuck your stuff in it and you know where everything is.
Yeah.
And
you have your settings the way you want it.
Yeah, until someone does jump on it at some stage when you're on a day off. Yeah, it does. You look after it, you know where you're at with it, you grease it and
wash it.
Yeah, you maintain it, and that is a good part about it. You know, when you are on the forager, you someone else does drive your tractor, but they are pretty good here where everyone will kind of look after it.
Yeah, I think there's like an etiquette.
Yeah. Yeah.
To look after someone else's tractor.
Yeah, it's usually the same.
If not, you give out stink to them.
Yes. Give it in their ear.
Yeah.
But it doesn't happen too often anyway.
Earlier today you were on a trailer then?
Yes. Still happens.
Still happens.
Yeah. Relive the youth.
Do you like getting out in a trailer, or are you not fussed?
Yeah, no, I quite enjoy it. It's one of them jobs where you can you don't switch off, but you don't have to worry about everything.
You just have to get the crop in the trailer, like.
Yes. Try not to annoy the forager driver.
Yeah. Are you boys doing anything fancy, like singing up the Green Stars or anything?
No, I don't go that far anyway.
No.
But whether some of the other lads do.
Seems like a hassle for what it's worth.
Yes, definitely. And to get it right every time.
Yeah. Especially when you boys are carting with aerials, like.
Yes. The Command Pro's the pick of the party here.
Yeah. Do you think you would be such a John Deere fanboy if it weren't for the Command Pro?
No, I always had a Vario one years ago, and I it used to be quad box, but then went to Vario, and then always loved Vario, as in like the stick.
Yeah.
But then when they did bring the Command Pro out, it was just that bit better.
Game changer. Really.
Yeah. You didn't have to hold your foot on the brake, and when you wanted to come to a stop, and it was a game changer.
Yeah.
They made it into a Fendt, basically, didn't they?
Are you the foraging then? You said you do a bit. Yeah.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Just a little.
You get let out every now and again.
Yeah. Just drive the third, really.
Yeah. So what one would you normally be on then?
The Class.
Is she the third harvester then?
Yes.
Yeah.
I got the two big John Deeres, the 9.9 and the 9.8. That go out first. This is quite steep. I'll be
It is
honest with you.
actually,
Yeah.
I'm holding on here.
Yeah, I definitely. Maybe put your belt on.
My belt on, yeah.
Yeah, I used to drive a John Deere, but yeah, got slightly converted to a Class. Quite enjoy it as well.
So the Class has managed to stick around then.
Yes, this is its second season.
Do you think there'll always be a Class in the yard? No, or
Depends who you ask.
yeah. I guess if you ask Josh, he'd say
Probably no. Like, it's very John Deere here. A few blue machines have made it onto the scene.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah.
I think they've got a place here. Like they're not the worst tractor, and yeah, no, they do serve a purpose, and they wouldn't be everyone's cup of tea. You wouldn't go out drilling on one for us, but then they do the road work, and they pull tankers, they pull trailers just as good as anything else.
Because a lot of boys at home would use New Hollands and stuff for their trailers.
Yeah, Scotty.
Yeah. Yeah. No, a mutual friend of ours.
Yes. Slight shout out to Scotty.
Shout out.
It's you get a variety of landscapes around here. Like
Yeah.
you could be on somewhere completely flat, and then
You could be in real nice big 40-acre
Yes.
fields, flat, and next minute you're up the mountain. Like.
Yes. Like that whole crop this morning, that was relatively
That was
flat.
nice stuff.
Yeah, and then you change scenery and come up here and
But then whenever we went to the Class, it was completely different again. So whatever you do then, what's your favourite job?
probably mowing.
Owen?
Yeah, because you kind of get left to it, and you haven't got to worry about too much unless you start leaving strips everywhere.
Aye, better not doing that.
No.
No.
Foraging's good.
I'd say so.
Yeah, it is good. You got a lot to think about,
You do.
and some days aren't easy, but it is good, and I do enjoy it. Off out tomorrow, chopping whole crop as well. So.
Also, you're back in the harvester tomorrow.
Yeah.
We
Not
came the
quite
wrong
so.
day, like.
Yeah, I know.
Your tractor gone, you
yes.
got your forager took off.
Yes. Yeah. It's not a good day to be well.
Not a good day for a while.
No,
No.
definitely not.
So do you enjoy working for Josh then?
He's good. He is good.
Is the crack good?
Yes. Yeah. We all have our tired days and we all get naggy sometimes, but we're all pretty good on the general.
Yeah, it seems that way anyway.
Yes, definitely.
From an outsider looking in.
It is. We all have a good laugh.
Yeah. Will you all be having a little show then?
Yeah, most of us.
Most of
Most of us for a day or two anyway.
Maybe just rotate days, do you?
Yes.
Take turns?
Yes.
Who gets to go to the show this day?
Yes, and looking at the weather, it's going to be quite good next week, so yeah.
That's not a good. It's a good thing for people going to the Welsh, but not a great thing for the boys that are working in Wales.
No, exactly. Usually it's quite a quiet week, but I don't think it is going to be this year.
All the right words pours from your mouth, holding me tight, saying I'm all yours. But I feel in my gut, it doesn't feel right. I see in your eyes, tell me no lie.